Seal Test, the name that means topmost quality in ice cream, milk, and other dairy products, presents Burr Tillstrom, creator of Kukla, Ollie, and all the Kuklapolitan players, with Fran Allison in Kukla, Fran and Ollie.
How to give a surprise party. Tell your friend that he should come over to the house at a certain time. Then tell all the rest of the friends that are supposed to be at the party to come over a half hour earlier. Then when the friend for whom the party is being given, for whom? Holly must have written this part. Comes over, then have all the friends who were there early hiding behind chairs and tables and beaded curtains. When was this book published? Oh, no wonder. Beaded curtain. Oh, that's the wrong page. This is how to make beaded curtains. Beaded curtains. Run out into the room and yell, "Surprise!" This will cause many fine laughs and smiles on the part of the person for whom the party is being given for whom. And all will be a happy evening. Here's a footnote. Serve seal test ice cream. Oh, well, everybody knows that. Give a successful party. I don't think I want to give a surprise party. Let's see, here's a kind of a party is this. How to give a Halloween party. Step 1. Be sure your party falls near Halloween. Well, that's a good point to remember. Step 2. Decide whether or not you are going to have people come in costumes. If you decide to have them come in costumes, be sure to tell them. No, I don't think this book is any good for parties. I wish I could... Oh, wait a minute. I'm going to get the telephone. Sure, I'll do it. I'll be right back. Ow! Ooh. Honestly, the connection's on this phone. Hello? Hazel? What did you do? Oh, that's all right. No, can't hear, but it's all right. Hazel, would you try... Hazel, get me Elsa Maxwell. Well, I don't know where she might be. Just try somewhere. Okay, if you get her, will you ring me back? Yeah, I want to give a party. That's right. We're all fine. Yeah. That's okay. See you later. Yeah. You'll call me. Thank you. Ooh! Honestly, what's the matter with that switchboard out there? Plugs. Well, let me see. In the meantime, I could think of something, maybe. Something unusual and charming. Something real smart and...
Drop something?
Oh, hello, Mercedes.
No, Kukla. What are you doing?
I was reading my book. Russ, would you hand it to me, please?
What book were you reading?
Thank you.
Oh, 301 Things a Bright Boy Can Do. Going to build something?
No, I was thinking of giving a party.
Oh, goody, that'll be fun. I just love parties, Kukla. That'll be fun.
Well, I'm glad. What kind of parties do you like, Mercedes?
Oh, I like the parties when you have prizes and games, and I like the prizes where the boys all have a fight.
Fight? Over what?
Over who gets the first prize.
Oh, you do?
Yes. I think it's fun. And then you have a little paper cup, and then you take the little cup full of candy home to your mother. I like that. And I like the kind of parties where you get favors. And I like to pull those things that go snap, crack, and you get a napkin out of them. I think those are fun.
You like games at parties?
Oh, yes, I love all sorts of games. Especially I like games like once upon a time we were playing, and one time we was at a party, and we were playing pin the tail on the donkey.
Oh, you were?
Yes.
Well, what happened?
Well, I won.
Did you?
Yes, but I couldn't collect the prize.
How come?
Well, I got mixed up in my direction, and Madame Oglepus...
Never mind, that's enough. Must have been quite a party.
You're right.
You're behaving yourself a little better lately.
I'm trying to, on account of Aunt Harriet. Colonel Cracky told me the other day that Aunt Harriet was sick and tired of my crying, so I'm trying to behave myself.
Doing your homework before you watch your television shows?
Trying to.
Very good thing to do.
I'm doing my very best to do it. Well, hope you have a nice party. You're going to invite me, aren't you?
Well, if you continue to behave nicely, I'll invite you.
When are you going to know what kind you're going to give?
Well, I'm going to ask a few more people.
Well, I'll be glad to help out if you want to do any prizes or anything. I like prizes. And I like it especially when the boys fight. Well, I'll see you later.
Fran!
Yes.
Fran, I was... Hi.
How are you?
I was trying to get your pretty blouse out.
Yes, you reading your book?
Well, I was just looking through it. I was looking through the party section there. I shouldn't tell you this, I suppose, but I'm kind of mixed up today. I was thinking it would be nice to give a party.
An inside party or an outside party?
Well, I don't know. Well, that's the thing.
If it would snow a lot, we could have a sleigh ride party.
Oh, wouldn't that be fun?
We could have a toboggan party.
Have a ski party.
Have a ski party. I don't think we could have a ski party because we have to go pretty far.
Yeah, Carno Hill.
I think.
We could go to Lincoln Park. They've got a hill there.
Not a very big one, but a pretty good sliding hill.
It's pretty big for me.
Well, that's very true. Well, we should get something that's about the right size for everybody then, shouldn't we?
I think we should. It'd be fun. Wouldn't it be fun to give that'd be fun, a ski party, and then we could all go somewhere and where there's a fireplace and we could have logs and...
Oh, yes, and we could have, we could toast marshmallows and we could maybe have...
Frankfurters.
Frankfurters.
Mm-hmm.
Or we could have grilled hamburgers.
That'd be fun.
And buns.
And buns.
Well, let me see.
We could have milkshakes.
Sure, certainly.
Field test ice cream, that'd be fun.
Or we could have an all-inside party,
Mm-hmm.
and we could play charades.
That's fun.
You like that?
I like charades.
Or we could have Guess Who I Am party.
That'd be fun. 20 questions.
Yes.
Gosh, I don't know which kind to give.
Well, when had you thought about giving it?
Well, that's another point. Pretty soon I'd like to. There are all sorts of holidays coming up, and...
Oh, yes, a lot of wonderful holidays. Did you talk to Ollie about it?
No, I haven't yet. I didn't know whether I should or not.
Oh, I think I would.
Well,
He's quite a party person.
Is he?
I think he might have some wonderful ideas.
I'll call him. Oh! Oh, come on up.
What do you want, Kook? Hello, Fry.
I wondered what you'd do to me.
How are you?
Fine, how are you?
I'm fine. Never felt better.
Well, good for you.
I'm sharp and I'm smart and I'm sassy and I feel perky.
Well, you're the very identical person we want to talk to then.
Is that so? What are we having, a board meeting?
No.
No, not a really board meeting.
I'm just asking some questions.
About what? Did you take my book?
No, I didn't take your book.
You know that nobody can take that out of the library without my permission. You have to sign for it.
She didn't take it. I took it.
Wait, Kukla, did you sign for it?
No.
You know that's my book, and it's from the library, from the Kuklapolitan Library. And you know that nobody else is allowed to read that book without my permission.
If it's from the Kuklapolitan Library, I should think that all of us would have a right to read it.
Yes,
borrow it,
that's true.
put it back. I should think our only responsibility would be to see that it got back and to see that it was put back in the same condition it was when we took it out.
Well, it isn't that I mind either one of you reading it, but rules are rules.
Well, I won't read it anymore then.
No, Kook, I didn't mean that way.
I'm not too interested in what a bright boy does either. I guess I could get
Well,
along
me either,
without it.
Fran. I don't care. You just have your old book.
See what a bright boy can do with that.
Mine, it's your book. You signed for it,
Yes,
too.
sign for it. Do indeed.
Okay.
Thanks. Well, what are you talking about, you kids?
Well, I wanted to give a party, and I didn't know what kind of a party to give. And I was asking Fran. She made all sorts of wonderful suggestions.
Oh, parties! I like informal parties. I think we ought to have... Why don't you have a kind of party where, we'll say, give it someplace where there's a piano. Then you have a fellow who plays the piano. Be sure to invite him. And then he can sit down at the piano whenever maybe the spirit moves him, and a few of the other guests. And then then he sits there and he sort of rambles over the keys, and then you have lots of ice cream, and then maybe later, say, you might invite a celebrity or two, you know, somebody who likes to perform at a party, or...
Yes, not to have him come to perform.
No, but just invite him, see? And then, I know 2 or 3 fellows, for instance, well, you could have a fellow who, to recite poetry, maybe. Won't that be nice?
Just trying to think if I knew anyone who recited poetry.
Well, or you could have a fellow, for instance, a baritone, who might sing an old madrigal.
A dragon madrigal?
Yes, you know, they're very popular these days at parties. Or, you know, another thing, you might invite somebody who sings folk tunes. Folk tunes have become...
Burl Ives, maybe.
Yes, I suppose.
He'd be a wonderful
I
person
suppose
to
Burl
have.
could do it.
Yes, I must write that down, Kukla.
Yes, I'll
You'll
do that.
remember that.
Well, you know, folk tunes are very popular because they've become very chic. And it'd be very nice to have... But still, on the other hand, perhaps you wouldn't like to have that kind of party. Maybe it'd be nicer to have somebody who just sings.
Earl Wrightson, maybe. Earl Wrightson would be the very fellow. Remember,
Well,
make a note of that, Kukla.
I don't think that'd be a very good kind of a party after all.
Oh,
No, that'd be a little formal, I think.
I see.
Maybe you should have a party where, a fellow tells funny jokes, for instance.
Oh,
Some fellow
Mr.
with a-
Hirschfielder. Well, any of the people on, like, do you remember what fine storyteller he is?
Yes.
I don't believe we'll have any trouble getting a list of guests at all.
Well, I think it's always fun, too, to have games, you know, at the party. For instance, charades or 20 questions like that. And I think it's fun to have captains for the team. A girl and a fella. And then you choose your team, see?
Jack has wonderful ideas about 20 questions. I know we were at a party one night. Remember all the people he thought of? Honestly, the other side hardly guessed any of them at all.
I'll never forget. He was great. Just great. Well, no, I have another suggestion. Maybe would be nice to have a party where well, like a fella that, you know, it's a good sport. He goes into the bedroom, you know, and where all the girls put their coats on the bed, you know, and he comes out with the girls' hats on.
Oh, yes. Who was that did that at the last party?
Yeah, or sometimes...
I know I made a note never to ask him again. I was trying to who that was.
There's a fellow I know sometimes who goes around to parties and takes lampshades off lamps and puts them on his head. And he is just a card.
Oh, yes. Well, we'll discard him right now. We won't do anything with him. Let me think who else that was. Any more suggestions?
No, I pass.
I'm afraid he didn't like it very well.
You weren't very nice about that.
No, I think it'd be fun to give some sort of a special party, though. I want to give a party!
Or maybe we could give a surprise party on Ollie.
No.
No?
No. No, that'd be the night that he'd suspect, you see. And then he'd want to know what was going on. And then if you didn't tell him, he'd be hurt. So then he'd make a date.
Well,
He'd go out.
maybe that's not the
Remember
best
what
idea.
happened to Mr. Benny that time when they tried to surprise him? He went to a movie and he never got back to the party.
Yes, well, we better not do that then.
No, I don't think so.
Has anybody seen my starch?
No, are you going somewhere?
No, I just wanted to have my hand on it. You know, hello there, Fran.
Hello, Fletcher.
How are you?
Fine.
Gracious, it's nice to see you.
Well, it's nice to see you.
Hello there, Kukla.
Hello, Fletch. How are you?
Fine. I wish somebody could find my starch for me.
I think
Well, you want me to
there's
go and look?
some- No, here's some. Here's some that came in the mail today.
Perma-starch.
That's it. That's it. Gracious, my goodness. Where was it?
In the ice box.
The icebox.
Somebody must have put it there.
Good gracious, that's no place for starch. Well, what are you two charming people talking about, if I may ask?
Oh,
And I
not
suppose I
much.
may.
Not very much. You were
Oh.
just talking about...
Parties. We were thinking of giving a party.
Oh, say, that really is a good idea. You going to give one?
Well, I want to, but I don't know just what kind to give. What would you? I mean,
Say, that reminds me.
Fletch, that's it's all right.
No, that reminds me. My goodness, the wonderful parties that my father used to give back in Washington, D.C. when I was merely just a little bitty rabbit. I just was very young then. But I can remember so well coming down and hearing, well, Mother and Father used to entertain a great deal. That's when Mother was working for the women's suffrage movement. And I remember she had, they used to have a lot of political friends over, and also they had great social activities. Of course, they were not, shall we say, the most important people in Washington, by no means, but they were very sound, respectable people, very much in the same kind of thinking as my mother and father. And I remember as a child, I used to hear the noise and the merrymaking downstairs, and I used to steal out in my my little long nightshirt. Pardon me. I wore a little nightshirt.
Well, it's a good thing you did. That's a nice thing.
And I used to steal out and look over the balcony and the banister, and I just wished that I could be a grown-up. Isn't that silly? To be a grown-up and get into the party. Well, my goodness, those were great evenings. Of course, that's before Father started his guppy collection.
Mm-hmm. If you have any starch left, I could use some for my ears, too, I think.
Well,
Just as an afterthought.
feeling all right?
Sure, I feel fine. Any more suggestions? I know, I'm bringing it on myself, but let's get rid of them now.
Why don't you have, my gracious, I know in the summertime we used to have ice cream socials. Now that was fun. That
Well,
was real great fun.
I know you can
Yes,
have one.
indeedy. Yes, indeedy, that was fun.
Well, that would be nice. We should have a lovely refreshments, but that's kind of easy because we have a whole bunch of seal test ice cream right in the office there.
Yes, I think I'll just go in my office and think about it, Kukla.
Well, and
I hate to do this to you.
I understand. Don't you want to think a little while?
No, let's not think. Let's do.
Well, what do we do?
Let's think up a good dessert. I think you want something smart and very refreshing, and yet on the other hand, maybe a little old-fashioned.
Well, I suppose I do like old-fashioned things.
Well then, why not a let me see, what was the name of that? Yellow sheep? No. That was a wonderful, it was made with root beer, let me see, green pig. No.
Black cow?
Yes. How did you know?
I don't know. It just came to me.
Why not make one right now?
That's the best idea you've had so far. Come on, let's try it.
Here's in the icebox. I just happened to be dishing out some Seal Test vanilla ice cream.
Oh, good. For yourself?
Well, I'm just going to have a little snack.
A little snack. Ooh, that looked good. So creamy and smooth, packed with flavor. Ooh. What else do we need?
Better get a glass.
Oh, good. Now, let me see. How do we make a black cow? We take...
Well, take some ice cream first, some of that fine Seal Test vanilla ice cream, and just put it right here in the glass. A little more.
I suppose we might as well make it generous as long as we have this big dish here to spare.
Boy, oh boy. Now, will you get some, oh my, what was that? Now, I mentioned it before.
Root beer?
Yes. Now, just pour it right in. My, that looks good. I think we ought to have a little more ice cream in there, don't you think, Kukla?
Well, I think we packed it pretty well. It's, I think it's just about all that we could get into that glass. I think you might pour just a little bit more root beer in, though. That makes it, that makes a nice little foam there on the top.
My, isn't that good? Well, sir, that just brings back old times. Well, here's my spoon. Oh, boy. Here's my straw. My. Certainly does. I think I'll go downstairs and reminisce.
Well, there's still some left. Here, why don't you take yourself a nice...
Ladies and gentlemen, we've temporarily lost the audio portion of our program, Kukla, Fran and Ollie, owing to technical difficulties. Will you please stand by?
Beulah, not
Don't
all
you
of
lose
us.
a lot of guests that way?
That's the idea.
I see.
Invite a lot of people that you don't like.
Beulah, we don't have many people we don't like.
No, and that'd be
We were
kind
going
of...
to have a big party.
We want a party of friends.
Well, all right. Don't like my suggestion? It's all right with me. I'm
Well-
not going to force myself on you. Indeed not. Well, there's another idea. Magical tricks. Card tricks.
Fletcher does those. We better not get started on that.
No.
Well, I didn't mean that kind exactly. How about other magical tricks? I know a wonderful thing. We could get all these chemicals set. Bring it up. Whoever could mix the finest experiment would win a prize.
Yeah, but where would he be when he collected it?
Well, that's true, too.
I don't believe that's such a good idea, Beulah.
Suppose not. Well, you're going to have dancing, aren't you?
Oh, I think we should
Well-
have dancing and music.
That's nice. We need music. Invite Jack Fashionato then.
All right.
Yeah, we'll ask him.
Invite lots of boys. Always nice to have boys to dance with.
Yes,
I'm not one for dancing myself much.
No, I either, Beulah.
I mean, dancing by myself. I like to dance with the fellas.
We'll invite boys then.
That's good. Well, count on me. I'll be there bright and early. See you later.
Goodbye, Beulah.
What time's it start?
Oh, Beulah, we don't even know yet.
Well, I'll be there.
I'm sure of that.
You can count on it. You can count she won't be. That'll be the very night she won't be there.
Well, that might not be such a bad thing either if it's a quiet party.
I think that with Beulah and Ollie and all of them wanting to do all this business of noise and games and everything, I think maybe I should just give up the whole idea of a party for him.
Well, I don't think you need to do that, Kukla, but why don't you give the kind of party you'd like to give? And then each of us, in due course of time, can give the party we'd like to give.
I really would like to give kind of a colonial ball.
Well, I think that would be a lovely idea. Look at all the holidays that are very soon to be here.
Look what I've got for it, matter of fact.
Did you have an idea all the time that that's what you wanted
No,
to
it was
do?
really for play, but I have it.
Oh, no wonder. That's such a wonderful costume.
Wait a minute. Got something else.
More?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't blame you. I think of this. Oh, Kukla, of course. Why, by all means, I would give a costume party. Or a ball of some kind.
I could sing a song, too.
All right.
You have a little Fran, and you could be in costume, and you could just...
Now, wait a minute.
All right. We could do this at the very end of the party.
Like this?
Yes.
All right.
Jack? I wish that I could be a tree by the river so you'd lean on me. If not the tree, well then somehow your pillow in the evening when you rest your brow. Speak a word of love, my dear. Speak so only I can hear. I wish that I could be the glass in your mirror so you'd look at me. If not the glass, then I would seek to mingle with your powder so I'd kiss your cheek. Speak a word of love, my dear. Speak so only I can hear. And when it rains, I wouldn't care if I could be a raindrop. For then I'd nestle in your hair and pray the rain would never stop. I wish that I could be a star in the heavens so you'd wish on me. That I could make your dream come true. If you should wish for me to fall in love with you. Speak a word of love, my dear. Speak so only I can hear. Speak so only I can hear. Speak a word of love, my dear. Speak so only I can hear.
What are you kids doing?
Practicing.
Well, I came up here to remind you of one thing. When you're at your party or wherever you are, get the best.
Get seal test.
Get the best, get seal test.
If you like strawberries, red, ripe, and sun-drenched, wait till you taste Seal Test's wonderful springtime treat, ice cream strawberry shortcake, the dessert of the month for March. Smooth, creamy vanilla ice cream, a puree of juicy sun-ripened strawberries, and a topping of whipped cream. It's a flavor sensation. Order strawberry shortcakes, individually or by the box, from your Seal Test ice cream dealer. Get the best. Get Seal Test.
This is Bert Tillstrom speaking. However, if Kukla were speaking, he might say just this.
Thank you. Thank you on behalf of all the Kukla players.
Kukla, Fran and Ollie are brought to you by the divisions of National Dairy Products Corporation, makers of Seal Test products. Always look for the name Seal Test. It's your assurance of purity, quality, and fine, rich flavor in ice cream, milk, and other dairy products.